Hello. I think obesity is a big problem in today's world, and especially in children. Um, and it's something that could be easily prevented. Um, and it's something we should look at more if we want to better our society and um, continue to grow as a community. So today I'm going to be talking about the problems, the causes, and the solutions to childhood obesity, and how we can improve our society. Yeah. So one of the main problems of childhood obesity is that it can increase the risk of developing health issues. Um, you know, Childhood obesity, it's not an ideal health issue that anybody wants to have. And it could go down a scary road, and it can lead to type 2 diabetes. It could lead to many other health issues that I wouldn't want my children to deal with as a parent. And Gary Logan from Johns Hopkins Medicine explains this and how um, childhood obesity can lead to type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, um, bad eating habits, and all these things are not ideal, especially for our children and the young kids in our society today. And so one more problem with childhood obesity is that it can lead to mental and emotional struggles. It's not something we want for children these days. There's enough problems as adults that we have to deal with, taxes, our jobs. So as far as our health goes, it's not something we really want to be dealing with. And Nilfer Sahin from the National Library of Medicine explains this and how children who are obese often deal with peer pressure and peer bullying, and they get made fun of in school. And it's again, it's not something I would want for my younger friends or my my friends' parents' children or whatever. I don't want to see anybody be bullied or be made fun of. And so yeah, it's a problem. And I think if we just look at how we treat our children and give them good eating habits and kind of show them a solid foundation of physical activity, then that would be best, and it would prevent bullying in school. And I'm sure we've all had that one person in our class who's on the bigger side, maybe is obese, and we all know that those people get treated differently. And I don't want that for anybody, and I hope many of you feel the same way. And sorry. And so now we can get into the causes of why these children are becoming obese. And I think a lot of it is due to parental habits and what parents are teaching their children, and basically what they're making for meals for these children. Parents are usually making breakfast in the morning. They go to school, they have a school lunch. It's maybe it's not the best, but it's something. My school meals were decent. And then they come home and their parents make them dinner. So I think a lot of it is on the parents and how they teach their children nutritional habits. And if we can teach our children to read nutrition labels and teach them that being healthy is important, then this will better our society and hopefully prevent childhood obesity going in the future. And this is explained in the Reuters International News Organization. And they say that the parental habits and what they teach their children is a big cause for why these children become obese. And I think it's something we could pay more attention to, and hopefully there's some programs in the community that parents can go to and learn proper nutritional meals to make for their children, and kind of share that knowledge with their kids. Another cause of childhood obesity is lack of physical activity. I think a lot of kids nowadays, they don't really spend a lot of time outside and would prefer to spend time inside and maybe watch TV or play video games. It's kind of their escape from reality. And that's how it is now with technology. And, I was fortunate enough to grow up in the generation where technology was just starting to rise. So I was, I was outside a lot, and I was, participating in sports, and this is something that's important to keep children active and to burn calories and just stay physically fit, if it's going to the gym or being in a sport, going for a walk or a run. This is something our children can do to prevent obesity, instead of sitting inside and playing video games or whatnot. And Andrew Gregory from the Guardian article explains this, and how lack of physical activity is a big factor in childhood obesity. And yeah, so now we can get into the solutions, and some resolutions on childhood obesity. And I think I mentioned this before, but a good solution would be like a community-based educational program based on nutrition. And if it's provided by the city or the child's school, the parents can attend, the children can attend, and they can kind of learn and learn how to make proper nutritional meals for their children. And I think this is a great idea. And Megan Purdue from the Translational Behavioral Medicine article did a study on this, and there's already programs going on right now where schools hold programs that parents are welcome to come to after hours, and it's like a meeting based on what I read, and kind of just share proper meals on what to make for their children instead of feeding them like cookies and ice cream and sugary foods with high calories to their children. And I think the best thing we can do is cut the calories and the high sugary foods. And I think this will be a good solution to help prevent childhood obesity. And lastly, a good solution to prevent childhood obesity would be to place children in after-school sports and programs. Again, I said this before, and a good way to stay fit and to burn off the the bad food that you might have ate during the day would be to stay active and get a good sweat and burn some calories. That's what I always tried to do when I was growing up, and I was like, oh, I sweat so much today, I burned so many calories, and I think it might have paid off. And so the American Health Association goes into this, and they explain how placing children in sports and after school programs keeps the children active. And not only does it help them stay active and more fit, but it helps them build relationships and be more communicative with the community, and make new friends and new relationships. So you never know what can come from that. And so that's it. Thank you very much.